You can't go on social media these days with seeing a post or something to do with Pokemon Go because, well, it's doing really well for itself. When it launched in July, it had approximately 21 million daily active users within 3 days, and then a week later had been downloaded 30 million times and earned an impressive $35 million in revenue worldwide. And by the end of July, according to Axiom Capital Management, the app had 45 million daily users worldwide. But it seems, despite these impressive figures, that the luster of the game is finally starting to wear off. As August came around, that particular figure of 45 million dropped heftily by 12 million. So 12 million users left the game. Now that still left 30 million remaining, so not exactly a small number, but that decrease is still a sharp one. However, according to data from Sensor Tower, SurveyMonkey and Apptopia, not only did the DAU decline, as of course daily active users, the amount of time spent using the app dropped significantly per data, as well as engagement and of course downloads itself and time the user spent, as I previously said. Now naturally other apps in the mobile space, such as Facebook, Twitter and Snapchat and so on, have been a bit concerned about the dominance of Pokemon Go, but I have a bit of a statement here from the Axiom Capital Management analyst Victor Anthony, who said, quote, "Given the rapid rise in usage of the Pokemon Go app since the launch in July, investors have been concerned that this new user experience has been detracting from time spent on other mobile-focused apps. The declining trends should assuage investor concerns about the impact of Pokemon Go time spent on the above-named companies." The Google Trends data is already showing declining interest in augmented reality, whereas interest in virtual reality remains high. So the users are on a bit of a decline, but there are a couple of factors to consider. They are due to release, that being Niantic version 0.35.0 for Android and 1.50 for iOS, and this will add some significant things to the game which may draw people back who perhaps had gotten tired with the limited content in the game. You will now be able to, quote, "learn about a Pokemon's attack and defense capabilities from their team leader to determine which of their Pokemon have the most potential for battle." And there's a bunch of other stuff coming to the game as well, and as they continue to update, some users may come back, but I feel like the decline is going to continue for a while. And one of the reasons I say that is because, well, a lot of people, including myself, downloaded the game simply to see what all the fuss was about. And some people, again including myself, found it kind of wanting for features or whatever, and obviously uninstalled it after a few days. I deleted it off my phone after about 3 or 4 days playing around with it. You know, I can see why it's so popular, but for me, just wasn't doing it. I mean, I love Pokemon, but still wasn't particularly amazing. So I feel like there's a decent portion of that 12 million that were lost felt the same way. But I feel like other people who were hyped about it at the start are starting to lose interest, and unless Niantic keep on top of the updates, we may see a continuing decline, or we may not. We may see a rise again once they keep updating, but I have a feeling that it's started to reach its peak, and I still feel like it's going to be a damn popular app. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying doom and gloom like 2 people are going to be playing it next week, that's silly, but it's definitely starting to decline a little. So it's going to be interesting to see where these figures continue to go, how Niantic will develop and try to keep the fan base. Will they try to keep the figures going up, or they're just going to try and keep the people they have happy? Personally, I'd go for that one. We'll have to see how their strategy ends up working out, but regardless of all that, thank you very much for watching. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions below, and I'll see you next time.